Comparing is a type of strategic thinking that shows up all over the CASP. Comparing requires that students compare two numbers, maybe two equations. Oftentimes, this will show up in those like greater than or less than signs that students are so familiar with. Sometimes comparing questions will actually ask students to order numbers. So it could be from least to greatest, from greatest to least. It's really going to focus on students' ability to compare those numbers and equations. So in a minute, I'm going to show you two different examples from SBAC. I'm going to show you a fourth grade example and a seventh grade example. If you'd like to pause the video at any time to kind of test your own knowledge and to see if you can identify where the question demands comparing, feel free to do so. But I'm going to go ahead and get started with that fourth grade example. So here we have this example from fourth grade. Anna has these four models for comparing fractions. Okay, so the student has to look at those four fraction models, and then down below, they have to select the statements that correspond to the models and can be supported by them. So the student has to compare these equations, these inequalities, to the fraction models themselves to decide if they agree that that equation or inequality can be represented by those models. That's the fourth grade example. Now, the seventh grade example, it's a little bit different. So in this particular case, the students are looking at this number line and they have this graph. So based on the number line, they need to decide if each of these expressions, if they believe it's going to be less than the zero, see how they can click on it, equal to zero, or greater than zero. So once again, the students are doing a form of comparing across those different expressions. So comparing can come up in a lot of different ways. As I shared before, it comes up quite often. It's mostly important that students have practice with looking at several numbers or equations and comparing them, which one is greater, which one is less, are they equal, just getting students in the habit of that comparing.